Donna and Bill McKenzie grain farm near Strasbourg, Saskatchewan, where they crop about 3,600 acres. When they first moved to this farm, they also ran a variety of different livestock enterprises, and the yard looked quite a bit different than it does now. Transforming the yard took a lot of hard work, starting with many hours of picking rocks.
We had a lot of hedges along here,
Oh, yeah.
too, all around the house. There used to be some Carigana hedges. And we actually had them taken out. The moles were in them really bad, and we got rid of the moles, and then the snakes moved into the mole holes. So we wanted to level out the yard, and Donna wanted to do a lot of work with gardening and stuff anyway, so we took the hedges out and planted grass and leveled the land out.
Donna likes having plenty of variety here in the perennial flower garden, but she also has learned to choose plants which don't create unnecessary work.
Try to have perennials or shrubs that are fairly hardy and that take less care. Or perennials that are aggressive and evasive take over, I usually get rid of them. And a lot of times move a lot of stuff around, but most perennials are fairly easy to look after.
Originally, they had no plan to include a pond in the yard, but as you can see, Donna changed her mind. The pond is about 3 feet deep at its deepest point, which required plenty of digging.
Started by hand, but it couldn't be done, so then just used this old backhoe that they had got a hold of, and they just started digging, and it holds 1,200 gallons of water.
They made the waterfall out of flat rocks from around the McKenzie farm. A filter pump recirculates the water and keeps it relatively clean, but they still have to periodically scrub some algae off the waterfall. A number of different plants and flowers add color and texture to this area.
And this amaranthus that grows from seed, and the sunflowers grow from seed. Every year I pull the dead ones out, and they're not planted, they just come from seed, and so I just let them grow. And this blue oak grass and mostly grasses and daylilies. They're very hardy.
Donna put in a lengthy dry creek bed, which was dug out by hand. Once again, the rocks came from various stone piles from around the farm. Some volunteer lamium adds a bit of color here.
And I sometimes kill some of it out, but I don't have any other plants in it just because if I have to get rid of weeds, I find it easier than having a lot of stuff in it. And it could be a stream, but I thought that would just be algae and more work, so I was trying to keep it easiest to look after.
The McKenzies like to spend time in their yard whenever possible, but with all the trees around the outside, it can get unbearably hot out here on a summer day. A few years ago, one of their employees took care of that problem by building them a comfortable cedar gazebo. Ever since then, their friends and neighbors have enjoyed it as well.
Entertain a bit in it, and at least if it's hot now, we can, you have somewhere to go.
They used to grow their vegetables in one large garden, but the McKenzies decided to start using raised beds instead. They made them from cedar planks, and Donna was pleasantly surprised by how the design makes gardening easier on her back.
Like the bending over, you don't have to, and you only make them 4 feet wide, so they're just so low maintenance. Like the weeding is just nothing compared to what I had before. And
the various features in the McKenzie yard are connected by a series of unique farm-built pathways. They made the large stones in the pathways with an old cement mixer purchased by Donna's husband Bill at an auction sale.
Like the mold is 2 feet by 2 feet, and we just mixed the cement and sand. I have a recipe kind of written down, and we had 2 molds, and it actually went fairly fast.
This wooden wagon makes an eye-catching planter, but it's much more than that. It was built for Donna by Bill's father David before he passed away and serves as an ongoing tribute to him. They aren't planning any major changes or additions to the yard in the near future. Instead, they can simply hang out in the gazebo and enjoy looking at the flowers and listening to the birds.